getting that track updated for you. We're kind of going to show you where this storm a little bit farther to the south. We go ahead and pull that radar up, guys. Nearing Frederick at about 6:26. So if you're in Frederick, there's a view of what we're looking for at KSWO University Tower Cam. But there we go. We do have both here. I'm going to show you real quick what we're looking at. We're still under that tornado warning, but nearing the Frederick area at about 6:26, and this storm moving off to the northeast. But this one area right here, it doesn't look as good on that last scan as far as that inflow notch goes, which is good news for us because we don't want to see that tornado potential increasing. But that tornado warning still going. That's going to be going north of Lawton. But this one storm farther down south of Frederick, if you're in Frederick, you need to be keeping an eye on this as well. Seeking shelter, we're seeing lightning, we're seeing large hail, as I've mentioned, hail up to 3 inches. Going to be possible with this storm moving just off from Vernon. We also have another severe storm farther on to the south. Matt, what are the details on this one? We're also looking at large hail. That's right. Certainly some large hail with this storm. This storm currently is located near Truscott and is moving northeast at 40, hail up to the size of golf balls and winds to 70 miles per hour. Again, hail up to the size of golf balls and winds to 70 miles per hour. So that's coming into Ford County right now. Right. And then we also have another one that we'll have to be keeping an eye on near Paducah. All of these, as we've mentioned, moving off to the northeast. Some of these in a little bit more rural areas, which is some good news, especially given the hail threat. But we do still have that tornado warning farther off to the north. We have more storms farther off to the south. And Matt, let's go ahead and zoom on in here back closer towards the Medicine Park area. Okay, yeah. Do we have any more reports on this particular tornado warning? Let me just pull up the latest here. Looks like not seeing any confirmed reports. Some funnel cloud reports. The tornadic part of this storm, that hook, is going to be heading right towards Medicine Park. Okay, that is imminent at this time. You just heard Matt. We have this hook right here. You can see this kind of that curved motion. That's what we call the hook. The inflow notch, or this area where it's going to be bringing in all of this warm, moist air out in front, that is only going to be helping this storm increase. And then this is that area that we're looking at for that debris signature. So now that's just to the northeast of Cache. But since this storm is moving off to the northeast, that's going to be nearing Medicine Park. And we'll show you velocity. This is looking at those wind speeds. The wind speeds moving one way, the inwards and then the outwards. And where they're moving closest together, that couplet right here, now to the north of Cache. We did have a confirmed tornado with this storm a little bit earlier. Since then, no reports of that continuing. I do believe it has lifted, but as you can see right here, we are looking at those velocities to be looking a little bit better in terms of just the strength of the tornado. I think we can go ahead and pull up those seek shelter headlines here, kind of show y'all just what we're looking at whenever we're talking about seeking shelter. You're going to want to go to that interior room without windows. Largely important, not just because of the tornado threat, but also because of the wind threat. No one likes blowing glass. You're not going to want that in your face at all. Find a closet or a bathroom or some type of innermost structure that's going to be keeping you safe. If you can go to a basement, go to a basement or a storm shelter, something near you. We're talking about you don't have a lot of time to make a decision on what you're going to be doing, and a helmet or something between you and, you know, those outside elements, because one of the other big problems that we have is going to be with those winds, anything blowing in the air. You don't want that flying to debris to harm you. That's why it's good to be inside. And y'all, let's go ahead and pull up our Cameron University tower cam here. Can we take that in full, kind of show you also what we're looking at here?
Yeah, I'm going to pan it a little bit for you too. But
yeah, we're going to be moving this.
Look at the shelf cloud structure there. This appears to be maybe wrapped in some rain now. It's hard to tell. The sun's not helping us out anymore. But yep. Certainly like that mothership look to it. You can kind of see some of those striations here at the top. If you've ever heard us talk about those stacked plates, usually when you have these striations, typically they're going to be at the mid and upper levels. And when you get those at the lower levels, obviously that's not going to be good news too. But as that supercell storm is turning and spinning, that's when you're going to get those almost straight lines in that, or those stacked plates when you go higher up. And right, oh, we're moving it here. Yep. And we also do, Mandy, I'm looking at some of the reports. We have some power poles that have been put down at about, or partially down, Cache Road and 197th Street. So that's going to be pretty far out in the western part of the county, west of Cache. Cache Road and 197th. we have power poles that have gone down. That's right where that tornado would have passed over. So that indicates that it was likely on the ground, at least for a time.
Yeah, for sure. And you can see the lightning in the background. So if the tornado warning wasn't enough, we're dealing with hail, we're dealing with wind, we're dealing with some locally heavy rain, also some lightning. But this area right in here, see these kind of weird looking clouds, if you want to say, that's going to be the area that we're continuing to watch for that wall cloud. And it's getting a lot darker back here. We're getting some more rain mixed in behind the storm as well. And so it's going to be a lot harder to see. And that makes this storm even more dangerous, because when you can't see what's happening, you can't respond as quickly. And so that's why if you are outdoors or if you aren't in your safe spot yet, you don't have time to think about going to your safe spot. You need to go ahead and go to your safe spot. Matt, do we have a track that we can go ahead and punch up?
I do have a track up there.
Okay, let's go ahead and get that if we can.
Yep. And let's take that full screen if we can. Mandy might have to step off. Oh, there we go. Perfect. There we go. We got the track on there. There you go. So it looks like this storm imminent passing through Medicine Park. And we're talking within minutes here, 5 minutes. Medicine Park. Porter Hill area. That's going to be Porter Hill Road, 277 at 640. The Edgewater Park community there on the edge of Lake Ellsworth, western edge, 644.